Hello traders, welcome back to Simply Forex. Trader Tom here. How the devil are you? I hope you're well. And let's not mess around. Let's go straight in and celebrate England. Woohoo! England are in the final of the European Championship. So well done, England. Yeah, we've done bloody well last night. It wasn't a bad performance either, which makes a change because normally we're crap and we win. But, first half we were pretty good. So let's start by saying, well done, England. If we've got any, who did we play last night? If we've got any Dutch people in, commiserations, you put up a good fight. But yeah, we won. Come on, England. The final Sunday. So Monday, the might be a little bit bleary-eyed. But yeah, Spain's going to be a tough opponent. The toughest we've played yet and the best team in the tournament, really. So, yeah, we shall see. Very exciting, guys. Anyway, you're not here to talk about football. Maybe you are, actually. Maybe this has become a football stroke trading show. But no, jokes aside, guys, we've just got so many things happening in our live stream today, right? So I'm going to show you trades that I'm in because they are about to be affected by CPI data coming out, right? We've also got the news straddle, right? This is a strategy that we have within our VIP Trading Academy, and we're going to do a sort of a live straddle here, right? So you understand the concept. What else we're going to do? Yeah, let's take a look at the news while we're here. So this is all the news we got coming out. Right, we got, continuing jobless claims, CPI, initial jobless claims. We've got employment and CPI figures, guys. So we are going to keep an eye on that. Please remind me when it's almost half past the hour. And what else are we going to do? We're going to take your questions. That's another thing we're going to do. We've got so many things to do today. So yeah, guys, come say hello. Don't be shy. Ask as many questions as you like. Yeah, pick my brain. I won't take long. I am all yours for the next 40 minutes, guys. All right. So yeah, let's do this. Right. Let's start and see who is in the house. Father Sunglasses, VIP crew. How are you? Alex, yo. Tony Gold. Hello, Trader Tom and family. This is the Spain. This is the game. Spain is ready. Yes, I know. We've got to be ready for Spain. Michael, good afternoon, Michael. Alex, hopefully Jude will deliver. Yes. There's a phrase out here, inshallah. So like God willing, but yes, please, Jude. Let's all pray. Yeah, let's hope Jude delivers. But having said that, I thought Saka and Foden, were our best players in that first half. So, they all played well. Kane, does Kane need to be replaced? They won't replace him, but maybe. Daniel, hi Tom, how are you doing? How can you have full confidence on the 4-hour time frame before scrolling down to my entry time frame, such as 1 hour and 15? Right, okay. So I think I know what you're saying there, Daniel. We can take a look at that. Nafal, hi. And we got another question there from Father Sunglasses. All right, so good. We'll get through to your questions, guys. Welcome to the live stream. Hope you're all well. And come on, England. I may mention England at least 15 times during this stream. So I am not in any new trades, right? I am already in Aussie dollar, US dollar, right, from a couple of days ago, right? And I'm going to start with Aussie dollar, US dollar, because I'm going to show you exactly what I'm going to do before the news comes out. And it was actually a question from Michael in our VIP Trading Academy, right? And I got into this trade, right, over here at 6746, right? So I've been trading it since here. Right, and you can see, like I'm a few pips. If you go up to price, I am a few pips in profit, right, before all this big news comes out. Okay, so we got in at 46, and price is up at 53. Right, so I'm 7 pips in profit. Okay, woohoo! Obviously that's not my target, right? My target's further up here. Okay. So this is where I am. I'm in this trade. Okay. And also this is a trade idea for today. And if I saw this candle normally, right, I would enter on this candle because it's exactly as per our strategy, right? We're in an uptrend, you know, and H1 is sort of ranging a bit, but we've got a nice, you know, bullish candle that formed at all of these lows here and hit the moving average 20, right? So I would look to buy this candle, right? But I'm not going to because CPI is coming out, but I'm in the trade. So really, guys, all I'm going to do, okay, is pretty much move my, well, I've already done it. So I'm just going to move my stop loss to break even. So this is why my alarm is here. Because if price comes down and hits my alarm, I know I'm stopped out of my trade, okay, because I entered at 6746, right? But it's fine, right? It's a break-even trade. But I'm still giving it a chance. You know, news could come out and it could do this, right? So it's become a bit of a risk-free trade. I mean, bearing in mind, we've still got 24 minutes. Price could still come down and take me out before the even news comes out, okay? But this is what I'm going to do before news comes out. So my stop is literally just before here, and my entry is literally there. All right, so let's see how Aussie dollar, US dollar plays out because I'm in it. Also, guys, yeah, we're going to do a new straddle, right? Some of you may or may not know this strategy. It's a strategy that we do inside the VIP Trading Academy. Excuse me. It's been predominantly back tested and proven to be successful trading the NFPs, right? Which is once a month. But we've been, you know, trialing it on CPI news, interest rate news. What was the other one? GDP. All right. So we've been taking a look at how the news straddle performs there. So before news comes out, right, I am going to put wherever current price is, let's say it's here, I'm going to do a straddle 15 pips away from price. So I'm going to place a sell order here, and then 15 pips above price, I'm going to place a buy order. And then news may take the buy order, it may take the sell order. You know, if it does and it shoots off, this is best case scenario, right? We can make some profit. Worst case scenario is price spikes, takes your buy order, and then spikes back down and takes your sell order, right? That's worst case scenario, but basically you're in a hedge, right? So this is what we're going to do before the news comes out. And I'm actually going to do it on here with a trading view trade, okay? So yeah, that's the plan, guys. Like I said, we've got lots to do today. What else were we looking at? So oil, we're still looking at oil today. So let's take a quick look at that. And this is coming down to a really nice level, right? So if you remember, oil was a trade idea for today. Yeah, and it's, yeah, I may even just enter if it hits this level, right? But we're in a uptrend with oil. Okay, and price is retraced, right? So if you follow my yellow line, follow the yellow brick road. Never thought of that before. Marvelous. Excuse me, guys. It was all the shouting last night at the TV screen for the England game. I've sort of, yeah, not a good idea. Anyway, we're in an uptrend with oil. If we zoom in, we've got this really nice bullish candle as well, like literally at the moving average 20. Right, so we're trying to take price back up to here. So that's the day chart. And then if we look at the H4, right, we've had that. I mean, H1 first of all, right? H1, okay, is become a little bit scruffy. Let's go back to the H4. But I'm just going to show you the level, really, right? We've got potentially this, right? We've got fib levels in here. Where's the low? Yeah, we've got fib levels here. Okay, so we got, you know, this fib level, this fib level. So if we get a reaction in here, this could be interesting. And not only is it a fib level, But if we drop down to the H1, you can see price has historically reacted at this level. All right, so if we get a nice bullish reaction out of here, I'm going to be interested in buying oil, but obviously we haven't yet. All right, so that's where we are with our trade ideas, and that's the plan for the news, guys. All right, so I hope you like the plan. Yeah, it's not as good as Southgate's plan. I don't think he has one. I think he's just, you know, blind luck, or he's a genius. I'm not sure. I'll tell you after the tournament. Excuse me. Right, so we had some questions here, guys. So let's start with a few of your questions now. So we've got a question here. So Tom, how are you doing? I'm doing well, thank you. How can you have full confidence on the H4 time frame before scrolling down and looking at lower time frames? So you cannot have full confidence in a trade, right? So just that terminology, right? We cannot have full confidence in a trade, right? You can't. But what you can have is, so individual trades, you cannot have full confidence. I've said that a few times, right? You can't. You don't know what's going to happen, yeah? And if you do, let me know, right? But what you can have full confidence in is your system, right? And this confidence comes over time, right? So you have to stick to the same system for, let's say, 6 months and just trade it, right? Don't keep changing it. Don't keep tinkering little bits here and there. Don't, you know, add an indicator, take an indicator away. Don't keep tinkering. Just trade. My cough is really annoying me. Just trade your system, you know, purely without tinkering for 6 months and see where you are. And that's where confidence comes from, right? So my confidence in trading comes from, I've been doing it a long time, but I also know my system over the space of 6 months or even a year will be profitable, right? Some years are more profitable than others, but I know it will be profitable. And that comes from trading the same system, the same way, the same times every day. Yeah, same routine. You just want same. And that breeds discipline, patience, and it breeds consistency, right? So the thing you need confidence in is your system, yeah? Your trading edge, if you like. And your edge is made up of, you know, your strategy, your plan, your money and risk management, and your psychology. So focus on those, right? And then you will have the confidence in any time frame you trade. Okay. Right. What else are we going for? Okay, so father sunglasses. Okay, another interesting question. When signing up for any broker, it always says, for example, 99% of retail investors lose money. Is it because they are all emotional traders, don't know how to trade? That is a number of things, right? Where do I start with that question, father sunglasses? So becoming good at trading takes many things, right? First of all, it takes time and effort, right? If you're not willing to put the time in, don't trade, right? If you want to be good at badminton, right? Put the time in, right? If you want to be good at judo, I don't know where I'm going with these sports, but you know what I mean? You've got to put the time and effort in, learn how to do it, try and mentor from other people that are doing it, and put the time in, right? So I would say 99% of people fail at anything because they're not willing to put the hard work in, the amount of time it takes to be good at it. Yeah. So if you turn up for judo, right, you maybe turn up, there's this big chap there and you end up getting a black eye, or, something doesn't go your way. People lose faith in it and don't want to do it. It's the same with trading. People get a few losing trades and they're like, oh, you know, I don't. You've got to put the time and effort in, right? So that's one reason why people fail at anything, right? You just not willing to put the time and effort in. And then trading itself, yeah, lots of it's psychological, lots of it's not having a system that you stick with, a lot of it's not having tight control of your money management, right? A lot of it is not really having the time to trade. Lots of people have full-time jobs and can't trade. So, you know, that question is very broad and all-encompassing, but yeah, that's what I think. Yeah, like anything, you've got to put the time and effort in. Right, we've got a question here from Alex as well. Let's just say hello to a few people. Michael, Greg, Kibria, Prathish, Noor, how are you, mate? Dominic, Heath, how are you? Good to see you all, guys. Alex Hamanis, right, wants to look at US dollar, Swiss franc. It's confusing me. Check it on the monthly, weekly, and daily. All right. I agree. Before I even look at the US dollar Swiss franc, there's a couple of Swiss franc pairs like this. So Canadian dollar Swiss franc is confusing across time frames. Yeah, I totally agree already, right? So let's do that. All right, now let's start with the monthly, right? So Alex mentioned the monthly. Let's take a look. So if we look at the monthly time frame, I would say we are this currently. Okay, now is that still a downtrend? We got lower lows and these highs haven't broken. So really it's still in a downtrend. Okay, but look at that monthly candle. That's pretty much a month of buying. Yeah, it's gone all the way down here, and then buyers have gone, you know, kapow. Okay, so even if it is in a downtrend, I don't want to buy that. I don't want to sell that, right? I do not want to sell this candle at all, right? So there's the monthly. Okay, straight away, the monthly is a little bit contradictory. Let's look at the weekly. Now, this is where the confusion really happens, because the weekly, for me, is a beautiful sell trade, right? It really is. Yeah, we're in this position, and this is where we're at, right? We stopped making higher highs, always a red flag that this uptrend is stopping or reversing. We broke these lows, yeah, right? We got lower lows. And now potentially we got lower highs, right? We are clearly in a downtrend. Not only that, we're at the moving average 20, which we know is dynamic resistance. And we're at what was once support becomes resistance. We're at a very nice resistance level here. And if that's not enough, right, we've got a super duper wonderful bearish candle. It doesn't get much more bearish than that. So if I looked purely at the weekly chart, I would sell the living daylights out of that. Yeah, I really would. I'd take it back down to here and this 8,000-9,000 psychological level, right? That to me looks like a very nice trade. Now, the day chart, I know looks like a very nice buy. Yeah, if we go to the day chart, again, right, let's follow structure first of all and trend. Right, this is where we're at. Yeah, clearly in an uptrend, higher highs, higher lows. Yeah, again, lots of things to like here, right? We're bouncing off the moving average 20, right? And then just look at these candles, this candle and yesterday's candle, very nice bullish candles, right? So the day chart is telling us to take price back up to this target here, right? I've, you know, it's almost like I've never seen such a daily and weekly totally contradict each other. Like literally they're telling me the opposite, right? The weekly is a beautiful sell trade. The daily is a nice buy trade. Okay. Now, traders in general will tell you, right, that the higher the time frame, the more reliable the trend, the structure, the signal, the candle, right? And that is true, right? So if you think about that, we should trade the weekly chart, right? Right? But I am always with day trend, okay? And I want to buy it. You know, if I look at this, I want to buy it. I look at the weekly chart, I don't want to buy it. Yeah, so I would just stay out of this pair. Simple as that, guys. Yeah, not interested. So yeah, I totally agree, Alex. Yeah, confusing. Again, we don't want confusing. I want everyone pulling in the same direction, everyone saying, Tom, this is clearly a buy, let's buy it. And I say, okay, thank you, Mr. or Mrs. Market. I agree, let's buy it. Yeah, whether your trade works out or not is another thing, but I want everyone pulling in the same direction. And this pair isn't, right? Guys, can I just quickly ask everyone, if you're enjoying the analysis, please come join the channel. So subscribe to the channel right now. And if everyone could please smash the like button. While you do that, I'm going to have a quick drink of vodka in an Evian bottle. And also, guys, while I think of it, if you haven't already, come join our trading community, right? We've got like-minded traders sharing knowledge, ideas. You can have a chat. So come join our free Discord channel. If you would like more than that, guys, and you would like all of my trade signals, numerous tutorials on how to trade, and you would like direct access to me, then please come join our VIP Trading Academy. Okay. And also right now, guys, if you sign up with one of our preferred brokers, you can get access to these things and discounts. So check that out as well. If you're in the market for a new broker. So there you go, guys. I can see the editor giving you links right now. Right. What else are we looking at? Yeah, so what else are we looking at? Yeah, Alex, I agree. Yeah, oil is looking sexy. Yeah, I agree. Yeah, like I say, guys, this was one of my trades for today. It's retracing to a really nice level in here. Yeah, this is the H4. Let's perhaps look at the H1. So I really like this level in here for oil. Right, if I get a nice bullish reaction, I'm all over oil today. So yeah, we like that. Dominic, okay, Dominic wants to look at pound US dollar. Okay, we'll take a look at that. And Heath used to do competition judo. So just to carry on that point, so fair play, Heath, competition judo, you know, must be a black belt. That's more karate or kung fu or Bruce Lee, not so much judo. But yeah, but you know, Heath has had to put many years and lots of training and lots of practice and lots of learning from other people to become a judo champion, right? Same with trading. There's no shortcuts in life unless you win the lottery. And then, you know, happy days, go live happily ever after. Right, what else are we looking at? Pound US dollar. All right, so we've got 5 minutes before the news comes out. So let's not look at pound US dollar just yet, because this could look a lot different in about 6 minutes. Right, so we'll take a look at this in a minute. Kibria. Kibria's saying, which US dollar pair should we choose for the news straddle? Okay, so I'm going to do Aussie dollar US dollar, right? Because I like Aussie dollar US dollar buys. Yeah, so I'm gonna, you know, because imagine this scenario, right? I want to buy Aussie dollar US dollar anyway. Now let's say we've got our buy and our sell set up, right, as the news comes out, and then price just shoots up and takes your buy order. I will take profit, but only some profit, because I am happy to stay in this trade. Yeah, because it makes sense with what I'm seeing on the day chart. This is actually a trend idea for me today. So that's why I would trade Aussie dollar, US dollar, right? I hope that makes sense. Yeah, trade one that you like the look of anyway. And then if it does go in the direction, great. If it doesn't, and it takes the sell order, then I'm going to get out of this quite quickly, right? Because it goes against what I'm seeing on the higher time frame. So there's still an element of analysis with this strategy, right? So try and trade one that makes sense to you. I hope that helps. So, hi, Tom. Okay, we can take this question before news comes out, right? So, hi, Tom. Can you tell how to decide lot size based on stop loss? So, the easy question is, the easy answer is just go to a website and get a lot size calculator, right? The more mathematical question is this, right? If you've done a buy here, right, and your stop loss was here, let's just for argument's sake, this was 10 pips, right? This is 10 pips stop loss. I know it's not everyone, but just, let's just cover this hypothetically quickly, right? And let's say you have, do we have time for this? Let's say you have a $10,000 account, right? 1% of that is $100. So I know my lot size will be $100 divided by the 10 pips here, $100 divided by the 10 pips. So that equals $10, right? And we know $10 is one lot, right? Okay, so that's how you know your lot size. However, right, because this is the maths behind it, but use a lot size calculator, because you have to take into account a couple of other things. But broadly speaking, that's how you work out your lot size and stop loss. All right, right. Let's so what's price at? So let's do this news straddle. So we're at 54, 60. I'm going to put it just above here. Right, so I'm doing let's do 15 pips, right? So we're at 55, we're going to do 70. Right, let's do it on here. Okay, let's remove this. Right, so and we're going to go and, so about 5 lots, yeah, make $1,000. We're going to place a buy trade. Okay, and then we're going to do the same for the sell, 54. So that'll be down to 40. We're going to place a sell trade. Okay, so there you go, guys. That's the new straddle set up. Let's wait for this news. We've got 30 seconds. Let me just check something here. Okay, so we're all set, guys. Okay, so news has come out. You can see, okay, you can see the slippage there, guys. You must be aware of this, but we're $200 in profit. It's still going up. Still going, still going, still going. Bit of hesitation. I'm going to take some profit. There we go, guys. Right, and that, close this now because you're not interested in selling anymore. Let me just look at this here. Okay, and my Aussie dollar US dollar trade, guys, and the remainder of my gold trade, we have had a very nice result. All right, guys, happy days. Yeah, so that's how simple the news straddle can be. It's not always that simple. Let's get that clear. You know, and it's not a magic strategy that always wins, far from it, but it's a strategy that we've been developing, the news straddle, and you know, it's given us some pretty good results, guys. Well, not pretty good, very good, to be quite honest with you. So yeah, if you want to know more about this strategy, guys, then please come join our VIP Trading Academy. That's where we trial some of the strategies that we talk about. So yeah, I've just closed a couple of trades out there. Okay, we're all good. What else am I say? So, you know, if we play guess the news, right, you know, you don't have to be, you know, a genius, but the US dollar news was worse than expected, right? Let's take a quick look. Yes, pretty much all of the CPI figures were worse than expected. Yeah, look at those. Right, the employment data was better than expected, but not much better, right? And these were only, you know, only just missed, but it's the fact that they all missed, right? And inflation is more important here, right? That's, you know, that's probably the biggest news data that drives the interest rate, right? Everyone wants inflation to cool so they can bring interest rates down, right? Christ, I'm getting fundamental here. What's going on? But yeah, that was all worse than expected. And you can see the result, guys, right? Let's just take a look at a few other US dollar pairs, right? Exactly, you know, they're all going to be the same. We know this. So yeah, look at that US dollar weakness. So yeah, had a really nice Aussie dollar US dollar trade. Yeah, happy days. Right, guys, what else are we looking at? Niraj, I know that was a bit of a quick answer, but I hope that helped explain lot size. Go online and put in lot size calculator, right? You will find one. CJ, afternoon, Tom. Been in Euro CAD buys all week and waiting for that CPI to make it move. All right, let's take a quick look at Euro CAD. Okay, well, that is a nice outcome for you then, CJ. Yeah, very nice. Yeah, you know, it will affect other currency pairs. I know this is US dollar data, but CPI is such a big piece of data. And as you know, the dollar is king. Yeah, you know, if America catches a cold, no, if America sneezes and the rest of us catch a cold, right? But it will affect cross pairs. You know, let's have a look at, I don't know, let's have a look at pound Swiss franc. Okay, so that come diving down and then stopped. Let's have a look at the indices, see how they've taken that. So the indices just keep climbing. Yeah, if you have any kind of indice tracker, you're probably a millionaire. Let's see what it's done to the yen pairs. Okay, so yen weakness, which makes sense if the indices are still flying up. Let's have a look at something like Aussie dollar, New Zealand dollar. Okay, so we're seeing some New Zealand dollar strength. All right, so yeah, quite a reaction to that news, guys. Susie Davies is looking at New Zealand dollar, Canadian dollar for sells. All right, let's take a quick look at New Zealand dollar, Canadian dollar. Well, if you are looking for sells, you're going to get a very nice price shortly. If we go to the weekly chart, I would not be looking for sells looking at this weekly chart, right? So let's understand why I wouldn't, right? Because we, right, are in an uptrend, okay? We've got, excuse me, we've got higher lows, potentially a higher low here. That hasn't been confirmed yet. And we have higher highs. right? So we're in an uptrend, and also important to point out is we are literally at the moving average 20. Okay, and if you just look at the previous week's candle, look at that. Look how bullish that was, right? And now there's there seems to be buyers in here, right? Clearly. So I wouldn't buy it on the weekly chart. Sorry, are you looking for new? Yeah, I wouldn't sell it. I would buy this pair looking at the weekly chart. If we look at the day chart, it is a sell, right? But you have to bear in mind this was New Zealand dollar interest rate day. So this is very news driven. Okay, there's nothing wrong with a news driven candle, but how do I put it? It needs to be backed up with technicals and fundamentals. But anyway, it is in a downtrend. Okay, this is what we're looking at, right? We're getting lower highs, lower lows. We're in a downtrend. Okay, we've even broke this low. And ordinarily, Susie, if I just looked at the day chart, I would agree with you. Okay, and I would be thinking, yeah, we've had a nice retrace. This could be a nice area for sells. But I just cannot sell it because if I look at the weekly chart, that is looking like a buy opportunity to me in there. So we shall see. It'll be interesting to see how this week finishes, right? Because if you imagine this, okay, now if we have a weekly candle, right, we've got one more day left. Yeah, if we have a weekly candle that finishes like this with these wicks, right, is a buying opportunity. However, if this weekly candle finishes like this, right, and it's just a full-bodied bearish, this is just a red candle, right, then that puts a different complexion on the trade. Yeah, that could become a sell opportunity. And even then, I'd probably only sell it to here, right? So I would probably wait for that weekly candle to finish before I make any decision on New Zealand dollar, Canadian dollar. All right, so I hope that helps, Susie. Guys, don't forget to subscribe to the channel, smash the notification button, come join our trading community on the free Discord. If you want my signals, you want my tutorials, you want access to me, come join the VIP Trading Academy. Right, Papa has got a question here. Hi, have you always traded the same strategy? No, right? I mean, like any trader, I've tried pretty much everything, which is a good and bad thing, right? It's a good thing because it's put me in a place now where I've tried everything and I know what works, right? And to keep it very simple, it's price action that works. And you just need to understand a few things about price action, right? So I know that, but I've gone down the road of trying every indicator, every time frame, every London Open, New York Open strategy, every, just everything, right? I remember a time where my screen had Ichimoku clouds, right? Like this, all colored in. I had Higurashi candles, right? Not even proper candles. I had moving averages, about 3 of them, right? Yeah. What else did I have? And that was a bit down here. I had RSI, right, and ATR, right? And before you know it, my screen was a bloody mess. Yeah. And my trading started to improve when I stripped all of that back and just focused on price action and understanding that, really, because that's what drives the markets. That's what everyone is reading. Do you know what I mean? People aren't reading, you haven't got the big banks sitting there and going, right, this is the 20 EMA, right? This is the 9 EMA, right? All the big banks aren't going, oh, I wonder if the 9's crossed the 20 on the hourly chart. Do you know what I mean? They're just not, right? So you need to look at the charts how the banks look at the charts. That also has its perils because they know that you're seeing a very good support level and they will, hunt stops, right? And, get liquidity for their big orders. But once they've made their decision, the banks just follow their trend. Yeah. So yeah, just keep it simple, right? But yeah, I've tried all sorts of strategies. Even looked at EAs for a little bit, but everything just brought me back to price action and keeping it simple, guys. Yeah, I know I say it all the time, and it's probably not the best thing to say on a YouTube channel, but you want slow, dull, and boring. That's what you want. You just read the charts, right? In the morning, you do your analysis, you read the charts, you plan which areas you like, then you plan the scenarios. If this happens, I'll buy it. If this happens, I'll sell it. If this happens, I'll buy it. And just wait for that to happen. And you just sit there, not that I don't sit here all day and do that. Looking at my computer, that's the beauty of it. You can go off and do different things, but just plan it, trade your system, leave. You're done. Yeah, it can be very freeing. Yeah, you don't have to spend loads of time at the screen, but you've got to put in the hard work in the morning and do all your analysis. So yeah, and again, just going back to the point, don't keep changing your strategy. Just stick to a strategy for 6 months and see where you are, right? If it's crap, it's crap. Okay. If it's good, you'll see the results, but stick with it because you'll never know. Yeah. That was one of the biggest problems I had. I was constantly tinkering with my strategy, right? And constantly changing it. And I was just going around in circles. You have no data or benchmark to work against because you're working from data from a strategy that changes every couple of weeks, right? It's not the same. So yeah, just trade the same strategy. Give yourself 6 months, see where you are. The other problem is, I promise you will not, even if you will not stick to the strategy. That, I don't mean that. You just won't. That's one of the biggest problems, right? You've got a strategy, and I will say, I'll say to you now, stick with it for 6 months and see where you are. I reckon you'll surprise yourself, but you won't, because human nature will say it will say to you, I can tinker with this and make it better. And that is why you change things, right? And that's what screws everyone. Yeah, just stick with something, give it 6 months, then you can tinker, right? Because you have enough data to work from, right? Tinkering every 2 weeks, you haven't got any data. Right, what else are we looking at? CJ, the new straddle has passed me 2 funded challenges over 2 months. So it's just a effing gold mine. Yeah, CJ, honestly, CJ's part of the VIP Trading Academy. We all, do the new straddle and it just keeps giving, right? It just, yeah, it's a good one. Okay, yeah, there you go. So Prothesia's got, what about the prop firms? Most of the prop firms don't allow news trading, but how do they know, right? If you place a buy and a sell order on the chart, how do they know you're trading the news? I don't know. Yeah. Again, we've got a prop firm room in our trading community, so check it out in there, guys. Right, guys, I can see we've got loads more questions. We just run out of time, unfortunately. But guys, please subscribe to the channel and smash that like button right now just to support the vid. Appreciate your time and all your questions, guys. And I'll see you again next time. Adios.